Hello Texans. All right, so today we're going to be working on a one-step subtraction problem solving model. So let's go ahead and get started. So the problem says, Amanda has 34 hair bows. She gave 7 of her bows away to her friends. How many hair bows does she have now? So of course the first step is I need to really think about what it is I'm answering in this question. And the easy way I can do that, of course, is I need to find that question mark. And just like I do all the other times, I'm going to rewind until I find the next punctuation mark. So I see that that question mark. I'm going to keep going. I don't see any kind of punctuation. I'm going to keep going. Oh, I see one right here. So I know that I need to start reading from that. So it says, how many hair bows does she have now? So I know that's the question I'm going to be answering. How many hair bows does this gal have? So there's my statement. So she, or Amanda, if you want to be more specific, she has blank hair bows now. So I'm answering how many hair bows this gal has. Now, of course, I need to come up with some kind of strategy. So I'm going to read this kind of again, and I'm going to visualize what it is I'm seeing. So, of course, the first sentence in this problem says, Amanda has 34 hair bows, period. Or AKA, also known as a stop sign. I'm going to draw a little wall there so I stop and really think about this. I'm going to visualize this. Amanda has 34 hair bows. She must have a drawer or something in her house, and it's full with different colors, different sizes, different types of hair bows. So I'm thinking there's a gal named Amanda, and she's got 34 hair bows. All right, I'm ready to move on. She gave 7 of her bows away. So she gave them away. Away really is the key word. It's going somewhere else. It's going away. And I know that she had 34 and she's giving 7 away. So my answer definitely has to be something smaller than 34. So if you were to imagine a number line and you had 34 on it, it cannot be something that goes on this side. It has to be something smaller than 34. She's giving it away. So if you have a number that's bigger than 34, you are not subtracting. And that's what we're doing in this problem because she's giving things away. Her number's going to get smaller. That 34 is going to get smaller. So I'm on step 2 because I already have my statement. I know she has blank hair bows now. I'm going to go ahead and draw my picture or my bar model. So I know that the total number of hair bows that she had was 34. This is a little different than addition one. You know, addition, we kind of have the 2 numbers at the bottom and we don't know the top. But in subtraction, we know that top. We know the total. We knew the maximum amount of bows she had, and she had 34. But then she gave 7 of them away. So I need to find this answer to know how many she has now. Another way you can look at this is 7 plus something is going to give you 34 because you know 34 minus 7 is how many bows she's going to have now. So now I can go ahead and set up my number sentence. Let me erase all these little blue marks. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write my number sentence. So just like we've been practicing, of course, I need to get in the habit of putting the bigger number on top. And this is especially true for subtraction. In fact, in subtraction, you always have to put the bigger number on top. In addition, it doesn't matter so much, but I still think we should get in the habit of doing it. But in a subtraction, you need to put the bigger number on top. And I know my numbers are 34 and 7. And I know 34 is bigger for sure because it has 2 digits. So 34 is going to go on top. This is a subtraction problem because she's going to have less hair bows than she started because she's giving them away. Take away, minus, subtract. Those are all synonyms for subtract. And then she gave 7 of them away. So I know my problem is now going to be 34 minus 7. Just like always, I'm going to start in the ones place. I always start in the ones place on a standard logarithm. So the ones, the tens, and sometimes we even have hundreds. But you'll notice in this problem, we don't have anything in that 100 spot, so I don't really have to worry about hundreds. So I'm going to start. And then I have taught my kids in the classroom, anytime you set up a subtraction standard algorithm, and a standard algorithm is just this. It's what this looks like. It's a number on top, a number on bottom, a symbol of some kind, and then that line. That's kind of how you know you're dealing with a standard algorithm. I tell my kids for a subtraction standard algorithm, you have to be singing the song, and it goes like this, and I don't have a beautiful voice, but here's how it goes. If the bottom number's bigger, better borrow. If the bottom number's bigger, better borrow. Say hello to the tens. Here's the tens. I'm pausing my song. Say hello to the tens. Friend, I need to borrow your 10. If the bottom number's bigger, better borrow. And in this case, I'm going to look in the ones space. Is 7 bigger than 4? Is the bottom number bigger? It is. So friends, I need to go to that 10 and borrow. So that 3 is no longer a 3. I'm borrowing 1 from that 3. So that 3 is going to become a 2. And now I have a 10 floating around. I have a 1, a 10 floating around. I know I can put that 1 in front of that 4, and it now becomes 14. And now I have an easy double because I know 7 plus 7 is 14, so 14 minus 7 must be 7. And left in my tens is a 2. It's no longer a 3 because I took 1 from the tens and put it in the 1 spot. So that 2 is just going to fly on down. So I get 27. Of course, I can check my work because I know this bar model. The 2 should match the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 27 plus 7. A double. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4 carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. It checks out. 34. So, oh, not 34. I apologize. It is 27. So she has 27 hair bows now. Because, of course, and I know it makes sense because I knew that the answer had to be something less than 34. 27 is less than 34. So she, Amanda, has 27 hair bows now. She had 34. She gave 7 of them away to her friends, and she now has 27 hair bows. I have my statement, check. I have a picture or a bar model, check. I have a math problem. I actually have 2 number sentences because I did my initial work and I checked my work. So I actually have 2, so I did a little bit of bonus work. But here it is. Make sure you have all those things. I'll see you next time.